Hey everyone and welcome back. We are in May. It has been a big month already. What is it, like almost the end of May? I think in the last video I spoke about how I had purchased an investment property in Coffs Harbour. I thought it would be a pretty easy renovation, just a sort of a facelift. And it ended up kind of being a full reno. So basically I did everything except for retiling the bathroom and putting in some cabinetry in the kitchen, but otherwise repainted the whole place, had the ceiling inside the lounge room replaced professionally because I just couldn't fix up the previously poor work that was done there. Ripped out all the carpets, put flooring in, put new cupboards in both, walk-in robes in both bedrooms, redid all the tapware, dishwasher install, oven install, blind install, curtain install, everything you can think of, air conditioning clean and laundry remodel, basically done. And I smashed it out in a couple of weeks, but it was hard work, like hard labor. It's been 4 years since I've been on the tools officially. And I was, still running the businesses, still running Prodigy X, still running Conquer, still having calls with students. So I was getting up like, 5 in the morning and slugging it out, working on the businesses till at least 9, 10 o'clock, and then working like 10 till 10 on the house. So doing 12-hour days, sometimes 14-hour days on the house, and rinse and repeat for almost 2.5 weeks. It took its toll. I came back to see Veronica and my son, and I was like a shell. I was so broken, everything was sore, but I've been wanting to do a reno for a year or so now. This opportunity came out, and with all the businesses and how we run our lives, I had the opportunity to leave and go down 2.5 hours down the road and do this reno and just, punch it out in 2.5 weeks. I had a bit of help from mum. Mum came down, she did some painting and helped at the start of the reno, which was fabulous. It probably sped up the process by another week or so. So that's all done. Got my hands dirty, reminded myself why I left plumbing in the first place. Like, it was good fun. Like, the bread and butter was the plumbing side of things, and that was some of the highest stress problems I had. Just things just normally that take half an hour, end up being like way longer, older building. But yeah, the outcome was really cool. And it's now up for rent. Hopefully we have tenants in there any minute now. It's only been on for rent for 3 or 4 days. But yeah, really like Coffs. It's a buzzing little place. Yeah, happy with it. So that's what's kind of happened at the start of this month. I shot down there, did 2.5 weeks basically doing that, but couldn't wait to get back. So back home now, back home with my family, and it also reminded me why I left plumbing and why I created Amazon business and why I teach Amazon and how fulfilling it is to be working for myself and spend that quality time with my family, because taking that time away when I was renovating really hit home how much I missed having my wife and my son in the vicinity, because when you're just working and you're tired, you need that sort of you need that love, you need that connection. And when I was by myself out there, it was very lonely. So I take my hats off to people that work FIFO. I don't know how you guys do it. It sounds, for me, I can't think of anything worse than spending 2 weeks away from my family. That's who I am. Maybe you guys are different. Maybe you need that separation. I live and work with my wife. So for me, taking that away from me was hard. But yeah, very rewarding to actually finish it off and see a completed project. Good to remind myself that I still have the skills. I had it all in my head that I could do this and I was able to do this. So I've ticked that box. It's been 12 years since I've renovated a place, and I can now, remind myself that I can do this. But yeah, that's it. I don't think we're not buying any more property anytime soon. We've gone really aggressive this last year. We had a new build finish in Feb. We purchased another one in January, and then this one was purchased last month in April and renovated by May. So in the last 6 months alone, since the start of this year, we've added 3 more properties to our portfolio to take our tally to 4. But with all the new regulations, new budgets, all these new incentives, or not incentives, opposite incentives, all these new regulations that they're and cuts, it doesn't seem right to be investing in any more property anytime soon in Australia. We're gonna take a little bit of a back step, potentially look at investing in some other parts of the world, mix it up. The new idea in the back of our mind is to actually go spend some time in Georgia. To me, it looks like the European version of Bali, you know, co-working spaces, really sick gyms. It's a little bit cheaper to live there. The cost of living is down, accommodation is definitely down. And if we like it there, then we're maybe even considering investing into a property in Georgia, because there's ski fields only 2 hours away, and we want to have a central hub where we can keep all our snowboarding gear so we can do European trips. So yeah, so like a few things have changed. We're going to be packing up here in August. So only a few months now, 3 months before we pack up. In Australia, we've been here for a full year. The longest we've stayed in any place for a long time now is this location, and it's been great. We're ready for a change, ready to move on to bigger and better things. So we're gonna do a bit of travel back to Europe, and we're just starting to plan that now, where we're gonna go, how we're gonna stay there. A few more complications, the fact that I can only be in Europe for 3 months. So that's why Georgia is on the cards. We're gonna go check out some lesser known places that we have visited briefly before, but we wanna go check them out, some smaller Greek islands, Albania potentially, Montenegro. These are the ones we're throwing up there. But yeah, it's been a hectic couple of weeks. We're now back full in. Veronica's just finished maternity leave, so now we're juggling how we can actually work and still maintain, you know, enough care for our little man, who obviously is the world to us, but we're making it work. I don't think it's got harder. It's just got a little bit more challenging on how we juggle things. So, you know, taking him to the gym, you know, going out for more walks, having that time and family time is probably the hardest thing, especially having that sort of one-on-one time with Veronica. That's definitely changed a hell of a lot. Like trying to find time for ourselves has changed, but I think we're starting to work that all out, and we're in a really positive space, and we're excited for what the future brings us. So yeah, that's today's video. It's been fun. Not much else going on business-wise. As normal, we're trying new things. We're trying to grow our community, and Prodigy is just steadily ticking away. Actually looking into other platforms where we can potentially launch our products. We were approached by Big W. We've been approached by Temu. We already sell on eBay, Amazon, and Shopify. So, you know, we're thinking about opening our avenues to make money as an Australian brand that specializes in optimal health. So yes, that's a little recap. Another video for this year, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks.